Hey there, welcome back to this playlist on Tosca tips and tricks. Today we are going to talk about revoking checkout of multiple elements or objects in a shared workspace in Tosca. But first, let's try and understand the real scenario. How does it affect you and how this could be helpful for you? So consider a scenario where somebody from your team comes in and he checks out a complete folder which contains a lot of test cases, a lot of modules, or execution lists. Now, in order for you or any other team member to work on these files needs to be checked in. Now, suddenly, if for any reason that particular team member has gone on a long leave and he forgot to check out his work, then you and your team could be stuck or blocked completely because in Tosca, you cannot work on any shared object if it is checked out by a particular user. For example, on this particular workspace, as you can see, this is a multi-user workspace, and I have logged in as a user. And here we have got some objects which are currently checked out. Now, how I can say that is because of this red status. So as you can see, all these test cases are checked out by another user in this workspace. Now, if I want to see who has checked out this particular object, I can right click and click on show checkout details, and it will show you the time when it was checked out, the user who has checked it out, and even the machine from which this has been checked out. Now, if I go ahead and try to check out this whole folder, which contains all the different test cases, using this checkout tree option, you will see that all the folders and test cases will be checked out, except the ones which are already checked out by a different user. So it's basically a locked object in my current session or my current workspace. Because this is a shared workspace, which is shared across multiple users, so users need to check in and check out objects regularly in order for their work to be used by other users. Now, thankfully, there is still a workaround for this. Now, this workaround will not work if you are a normal user, right? So if you don't have those permissions. So if I go to the root project and I go to user management, you will see there are different types of users here. And if you're not part of this admin user group and you are part of this all users, then you will not be able to use this particular method, which is called the revoking of checkout. Now, this can be only performed by the admin user, right? So since I have logged in as an admin user, I can actually revoke a checkout in the worst case scenario. So here, if you look, I can go ahead and revoke one of the test cases, which is locked currently. So here is the option. So this will basically revoke the checkout of that particular user. But the disadvantage is it will reject all the changes which has been done and it will not be checked in into the workspace, which means all the changes will be lost. So this is like a last resort to resolve this particular problem, which is to revoke all the changes done by that particular user. Okay, so it's not the recommended way, but if you don't have any other option, then we have to use this option to revoke the checkout. And it will give this warning message that all the changes will be discarded. So now we can go ahead and check out this particular test case and we can start working on it like a normal user. Now, this could work in a scenario where we have got very less locked objects. Like in my scenario, I had got just three, so I could go ahead and do them individually, right? But what if there are hundreds or even thousands of objects which are checked out? So as an admin user, it could take hours for you to find all these checked out or locked objects manually and then go out and revoke all those objects, which is a very tedious process. So to work around this whole problem, what we can do is we can use a TQL query to basically find all the locked items in a particular project. And then we can select all of them and revoke them in one go, which will save you a lot of time and effort. So what we can do, we can go to our root project. From here. We can click on search. Then we can go to the TQL search. So here we will write this particular TQL query, which will give us all the locked items which are logged by a particular user. So this is the TQL query where we are using the owner and then we are putting in the name of the user and then we are getting all the locked items. Now, since I have got access to the user management, I know what is the username for that particular user or any particular user which I'm trying to locate and trying to find out all the locked items for this particular user. So there are two locked items which are related to this particular user. So what I can do, I can go ahead and select both the locked items here or any number of locked items together. And then I can right click directly here and I can say revoke checkout. So as you can see, all the changes in two objects will be discarded. So I can go ahead and revoke the checkout for all the locked items using this particular method. Now, this could save you a lot of time and effort. As I said, if you are an admin user and you are responsible for managing your users and your workspace. But even if you are not an admin user, it is good to know the solution to a particular issue which you or your team is facing, and then you can propose the solution to your team, basically, or you can even take the role as an admin and perform this particular step. So that's how you can solve this particular issue, which is quite common in multi-user or shared workspaces in Tosca. Now, if you found this trick valuable, then please hit the like and subscribe button. You could also drop a comment on what part of Tosca you want me to explore or any particular problem which you're facing in Tosca, which I can take up in my next sessions.